Hey YouTube, Collins Customs Garage here. Let you know I'm going to be working on the truck a little bit later today, but I saw some videos on YouTube and I decided I was going to give this a whirl. I'm going to be making for my vice grips, it's like a C-clamp vice grip, slide up and down, so on and so forth. Let me show you what I'm working with. All right, what we have here is this used to be connected to this. I cut this piece off and so on and so forth. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of spring steel that I've got, I'm going to attach it to here. It's not going to be this long, obviously. It's probably going to be about somewhere in here. Then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to lay it over it. I'm going to weld this to that. Do the same thing on the back side and then weld in a piece that connects the two right here. And once it's all said and done, this will be on the end here. I can take it and I can slide it up, slide it back, so on and so forth. What I may actually end up doing is extending that piece, but I'm not quite sure I want to do that. I just want it to make this to where I have the ability to have a bigger clamp if I need it, because there's been times on the truck where I've wanted bigger clamps. So when I get to that point, I will give you an update, and I'm gonna start working on this thing and we'll see where we stand at. I'll give you, it'll be probably videos, or not videos, but photos that are lined up together and so on and so forth, showing you where I'm at. I'm not really talking until I get to the points that I think I need to talk about. So I'm gonna get to it. All right, time for an update. All right, here we go. This is the general operation. It's gonna move like that. And if I put it up here, I can take this. Clamp was just holding in place, guys. And if that's gonna line up on that like it's supposed to, then I can clamp it down and I'll be able to move it back and forth and be able to get a good, really good clamp. Now, what I did do, you can't really see it, but there's a hole there and on the back side. I plan to plug weld that hole. After I plug weld that hole, you see there's a seam in here. I'm gonna tack that all the way on both sides. And then right there, I'm gonna cut a piece of, well, this right here is already pretty close to the size I need, but it's not exactly the size I need. So once it's done, I can put the piece in here, weld it up, paint it, and make it look really good. If this works on this like I need it to, I'm gonna do the same thing on a smaller set of vice grips, like these right here. I'm gonna do a set like that. Try to make it a little bit easier. And then I'm also gonna try my hand at making a vise. I don't know if I'm gonna use a bottle jack or if I'm gonna use one of them nice little old scissor jacks out of what used to come in your cars when you bought a new car. So we'll see how it goes, but I'll give you an update as soon as I can. She look pretty now. Got a little more cleanup to do on this side, but all in all, it's in there. All right, next update. I have got the jaw piece almost done. I just cleaned up the welds, cleaned up the metal area a little bit. So let me show it to you now. As you can tell, it's all, I gotta do a little more cleanup in there. So on and so forth. It looks good that way. It's coming along pretty good. Got a little more, just a little more cleanup, but not much. So get that done, and then I can start working on the back piece. I get the back piece done and be good to go. So let me get back to work. All right, welcome back. here's an update. All right, as you can tell, the jaw is welded. It's good. Slides, we're good there. This has been welded. Ooh, that was still hot. That's been welded on both sides. Been cleaned up. I missed a little spot right there, but I ain't too worried about it. Can't really see it underneath, but what am I doing? I'm gonna take this off and show you. It's off. Ooh, that's hot. Well, this side still needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but I mean, the welds are solid, but it still needs to be cleaned up some. But as you can tell, I mean, it's in there pretty good because it stopped like right here, and that's the welds. So I mean, it's welded in pretty strong. And like I was saying, this thing, you put it down there, move that shit out of the way, move that shit out of the way, close it down. Look, it still matches up. I still got my space right there so I can weld this little piece in. So yeah, that's where I'm at. And if you look, oh shoot, if you look, it's a little off at the moment, but that's to be expected because there is some play. But there's got to be some play. I don't even know if you could see it, but yeah, that's to be expected. So it's coming along next time. All right, look, this slides and it lines up. So now all I got to do is put that back piece on. All right, welcome back, YouTube. Next step in creating this thing. Here we go. All right, this is the piece out of that, okay? This, I'm gonna take and cut it somewhere right in here. And then I am going to weld it onto there, which will give me a better way to be able to turn it and be able to tighten it up easier. That was another piece that I saw on YouTube. So, like I said, I'm going to get to work, and I will give you an update as soon as I possibly can. Thank you for staying tuned this long, though. All right, YouTube, welcome back. I got a coat of paint on the actual pliers piece. I'm still working on the little gator grip thing, as it's called. So here's a look. All right, see, it's painted nice, clean over that. Over that, looks good there, good there, good there. Still working. There's a glimpse of that. I'm still working on it. So that is where I'm at the current moment. I'm gonna go in the house and relax for a moment or two, and then I'll get back at this, and this video will be up tonight. So until then, all right, update time. Here we go. All right, put the stopper in there so that piece won't come off. This piece is done up. That piece has been, I took a nut and I welded it to the end, and then I took this, put it inside, and then I welded around it. So once that dries, it'll be ready to go back into the end of that, and everything will go back together like it is supposed to, which means here soon I can put all this crap back together and we can do a test run and see if it actually works like it's supposed to. And don't see any reason why it shouldn't work, so we're gonna give it a run and see what happens. Well, it's together, and guess what? We have a working vice grip, C-clamp, adjustable, whatever this thing is called. It works. See? I mean, that sun gun ain't going nowhere. It's done. It's on there. My little gator tooth piece makes it really easy to turn. So, it works. So, and I've got extra feet to work with, so I am happy. Well, thank y'all for staying tuned with this episode. I know it's not a car build, it's not the truck, it's not even another car that I'm working on, but it is a tool. It is something that I plan on using on that thing. So with that being said, thank you for staying tuned. If you like this video, hit the like button for me. If you didn't like it, hit that. If you think my welds are crap and that's why you won't give me a dislike, do that. Helps me out regardless. But if you did and you want to see more videos that I put out, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and that'll let you know when I put a new one up. But until next time, this is Colin's Customs Garage, and bid y'all a good night.